and financial help for people who need it. Cover California this way to health insurance. Enroll by December 15th.
You want to make something to eat?
No, Frank. No, no. Frank's on his way to the store. He's gonna give me chicken.
Okay.
It's my last refi. Call 8337 for your
I'm going to
last
put my
refi.
phone over there.
All right.
Something.
Orthopedic
Oh,
means
you got the
comfort.
window open.
Ah, that's
If
comfy.
you want to put the heater, you have to close the window there.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Close the window before you put the heater.
All right.
Go and take a picture.
There we go. Hopefully that didn't interrupt anything.
Spread a little joy this season with free delivery from Postmates and El Pollo Loco.
This is no ordinary morning news. This is Good Day LA. We're having important conversations on big issues affecting us all. More than just last night's news. We're about news stories happening right now. But above all, we're focused on your family's well-being, making your communities safer. So, if you're wanting something different, the choice is clear. Fox 11's Good Day LA. Weekdays 4 to 10.
All right. It's gonna wait for some people to join, and we'll go ahead and get started.
An update to some breaking news from earlier today. There's a frantic search for a 3-year-old girl in the backseat of a car that had been stolen. The problem was, actually wasn't a girl there at all. Security video shows the car being driven away from Baseline Street and Rogers Lane. It sparked a swift response by San Bernardino County sheriffs, who immediately issued an Amber Alert and had gone to your phone. Well, police caught the car thief and recovered the vehicle. Their investigation found the kidnapping report to be unfounded. Ethel Herver is now under arrest for falsely reporting a child abduction, and Najee Jackson was arrested for auto theft.
We're standing by to hear from Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti. In the meantime, we're getting new numbers on the coronavirus that are coming in for LA County. And they're saying here for the third time in 4 days, LA County is reporting a record number of newly confirmed COVID-19 cases. That number standing at 8,860. That's the big concern with the safer at home changes.
Well, and you think about that, they were concerned about 450. But anyways, here's Mayor Eric Garcetti.
Families that right now are on pins and needles.
You're gonna turn it up because y'all gonna listen to
Who are
this.
sick because of COVID-19 or who's suffering through this season, I want you to know you're not alone. That we are one city together, arm in arm, marching through this thick fog of COVID-19. And I assure you that there are better days ahead. There are things that are still happening each and every day here. People who are doing the essential work, showing up in our grocery stores. Firefighters, some from the city of Los Angeles, helping our brothers and sisters on the fire line in the bonfire in Orange County. Life hasn't stopped, it's just been changed in this toughest of years. And so I wanted to share with you tonight a couple things about where we're at right now, and to share with you the news we got from the state. So often in this crisis, it can be so confusing. Orders come down from the state, from our county. We're not sure what they mean, when they come into effect. Oftentimes with no notice, our life just changes like that. What we can and can't do, what we're supposed to and not supposed to do. And so each of these evening briefings, I try to give you the hard truths, but also explain what's going on. And tonight, I'd like to do that. Governor Newsom announced yesterday a new framework for regional stay-at-home orders throughout the state of California. And I know how confusing it can be to track these changes. But there's one simple truth that we
Hey,
know.
Thomas Bush, you're
We've
just in
learned
time.
how to contain this virus. We just have to do it. The simple truth that we know is that COVID-19 rapidly
Yeah, you are
spreads,
first.
and it rapidly spreads as a
Before we
result
start
of
this
our
live stream, we're just listening
But we also know that we can slow that
listening to
spread
the
by wearing a mask,
COVID update.
by washing our hands, by keeping our distance, by not traveling, by canceling our plans, by empowering ourselves to defeat this enemy and to make sure that we save the lives of those that we love. It's that simple. We are the ones who avert the disaster. It's how we will protect our workers and our families, make sure that a nurse can show up for his next shift, make sure that somebody who's stocking the shelves so that we can eat doesn't get sick at the end of the day. Today, the numbers were stark again and record-setting in a bad way. 8,860 cases, a number I can hardly believe. Just a few weeks ago, it would have been unimaginable. And we're on the verge of 10,000 cases daily with the numbers that we're seeing this week. Getting this virus under control is mission critical. Mission critical for Los Angeles, and I know that we can do this. When our public health officials give us guidance, they're working on the same basic equation.
Hello, Kenyon Senior.
California has more virus cases now than at any point in this pandemic, and we will soon have more cases than we have available hospital beds. We're perilously close to running out of intensive care unit or ICU beds. So let's get to what the state announced. Nothing has changed for LA yet, but what they did announce is that Los Angeles is part of a region that goes from as far north as San Luis Obispo and Inyo counties all the way down to the Mexican border. And that when the ICU beds that are in Southern California are 85% filled, it will trigger new closures. Now, here in Los Angeles, most of those things are already closed by the county orders that we had. So we won't see a lot change. But if and when that day comes, and by the way, projections show it could come as early as this weekend or early next week, when 85% of Southern California's ICU beds are filled, the state has now mandated that a few other things close. And let me run you through those so you can know what to anticipate, know what you're still allowed to do, and be ready for when it comes. First, personal care. Whether it's nail salons, getting a haircut at the barber, or beauty salon, those will close. As will family entertainment centers and cultural destinations, from zoos to aquariums and museums to places like batting cages and mini golf. Those places will close, and those right now are currently open. But to be clear, they are open. The state has not mandated that they close yet. It's only
Oh,
when
yeah. Yes, I could do that
85%
right now
of
to show you all
ICU
what's going on.
beds are filled.
Here.
Second, hotels are now not for tourism. They're for essential stays only. And third, there is also a reduction in our essential businesses from 35% capacity to 20% capacity when we hit that threshold. That will mean that people
Hey there,
put
David
paste into
Patrick.
our supermarkets, our essential places like pharmacies.
I'm
when
just
that
showing
day
everyone
comes.
what's
So
going to go down
summarize,
for the future.
What did the state do? It said when the Southern California region has 85% of its ICU beds filled, there will be some additional closures. Most of those closures already have occurred here in Los Angeles, but what will change is that you can no longer go to personal care, you can no longer go to family entertainment and cultural destinations, and those essential businesses that are allowed to have 35% will go to 20% capacity. Simple as that. We had more cases this last week than we had in the entire month of October. And each day we're seeing more people in the hospital and our ICU beds. For this reason, as I mentioned, we're likely to pass that threshold that the state has mandated in the next few days of 85% filled. When they go into effect, the state's closures apply to everybody, by the way. Even though Los Angeles County has already begun and started those closures before, it will now wash over all of the Southern California region. Those counties, Imperial, Inyo, Los Angeles, Mono, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, and Ventura will go together. And the state's planned closures and restrictions are very similar to what's already in place, so not a lot will change here. Campgrounds also will remain open, but overnight stays will not be permitted. No one wants to be in these positions. No one wants to see these things close. Those decisions are painful for all of us, and I know so many of you write to me saying, why is the city doing this? Well, I support our public health professionals, and I have since the beginning of this crisis. Remember, cities can't open up, whether it's Los Angeles, Pomona, Santa Clarita, or Long Beach. We can't open up more than what the county allows or the state allows. We are together on these things to make sure that there isn't a variation from one city to the next, nor do we have those authorities except in Pasadena and Long Beach, which have their own health departments. So to review, the simple truths are: stay home whenever you can. Don't share your air. Don't gather with others outside your household in this critical period, and just be smart and stay apart. This is a painful season to go through those things. We all want to be together. It's the holidays. This is a time when we get to take a pause usually and be with our loved ones and our family members. But know that the act of love is to not be with them, is to not go outside of our household, to keep our friends from being part of this spread, and yes, some of them from losing their lives. To remind people, outdoor recreation is very much still open. And I encourage people in this tough time, you remember the beginning of this, take care of your mental health, your spiritual health, whether it's in prayer, whether it's in being able to go out for a walk. And I know that some people also wrote, we have never in the city, by the way, banned walking or bicycling. In fact, the opposite. I encourage you, get out there, keep your space, wear a mask, but go for a walk, go for a bike ride. Make sure you do those things that can help you get through this tough time. Don't just stay indoors. And make sure that if you do have any mental health issues, that you reach out and you tell people about them so that we can all get through this together. And if you know someone who is suffering, check in on them, call them, FaceTime them, make sure they're okay and not isolated so that this isolation does not compound the mental health issues that we have. As we're taking individual action, we're also taking steps to strengthen our public health systems. And so I want to make a couple announcements tonight about that. Last month, we launched the COVID Response Innovations Study, which is a pilot.
That's probably not important right now. It's bringing rapid testing directly. So, to basically just recap on what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, California is on the brink of another shutdown. If capacity lowers below 15%, there's guaranteed to be another shutdown, ladies and gentlemen. So literally, if any of you do live in California or anywhere in California, then you will know what's going on. If you don't, then you're in luck. Or maybe if you are already quarantined at home and shut down, well, literally, something else. That's probably gonna change for the live streams I do as well too. There might not be. Once the shutdowns go into effect, or restrictions, or a stay-at-home order, or whatever, there may not be a live stream, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 3 weeks. I know this may be shocking to most of you, and most of you are gonna probably already type in the chat, "Oh no, no more live streams. This sucks." Don't be. This is only limited. They only said that the shutdown's gonna last up to 3 weeks. That's like a 1.5 month. No, wait. That's like a quarter month. No, wait a minute. Not a quarter month. 75%. I guess you could say that for an absolute fact. But literally, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, and just to tell you all what's gonna go down for the shutdown. And yeah, really, I know it sucks, but trust me, we want to get these numbers down and go back to real life, right? And literally. Okay. Now that didn't now if that didn't kill the mood, let's see the comments that I missed. Okay, so Thomas Bush says hello. Kenyon Senior says hello. Sonny says hello. Can you point your camera to the TV? I already did that. David Patrick says hello. Anna Vejarano has joined the stream. Oh no, oh my god, what is happening right now? And David DeJesus has joined. Jeff Marks has joined. Can you do the VHS reaction to the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh? Oh, yes, I can do that. Thomas Bush talking about COVID. David Patrick suggesting that people watch Osmosis Jones. And yeah. Oh, and Sonny, I just wanted to let you know that I added you as a moderator for my live streams. I don't know what moderators are yet, but literally you are one.
To see those conversations going
hopefully, this virus will go away forever so that we can be back to the way it used to be before the virus. Hopefully so. I'm probably guessing like around 2021 they will officially come back at that. Literally. But from what I've heard, the vaccine is set to arrive in I think California in next week. Oh, it just ended. Hey, CC for Gens, the news needs to show the people in the real world about the first film that had a virus named Thrax, aka Red Death. They should. Anyway, I think that should be it for the news right now. And yeah, hopefully those shutdowns won't stop me from visiting family and friends. But I know, traveling without, I know you can't travel without leisure. I mean, yeah, all that stuff. Don't gather, never gather in more than one household, literally all that stuff, yada, 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 whatever. But I just gotta remember to wear a mask, wash my hands frequently, and stay 6 feet apart in order to get these numbers down, literally. I don't want to be shut down on Christmas, literally. Maybe. Well, here's my idea that I can probably think about. If you have any family members that live in separate households, have them bring their gifts to you. Have them bring their gifts. Have them bring your gifts to your household so that you can bring them in there and call it a day. That's only my idea. I mean, literally. I mean, there are other ideas like I can think of. Like there's no travel and all that stuff. I mean, limit travel. I mean, yeah, there is that curfew, of course, but literally. People, Ozzy and Drix will save everyone from this virus. They will. Oh, unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna do remastered VHS reactions anymore. I'm not too sure about that, Sonny. I'm so sorry. Or you can mail it. That is precisely my point, Thomas Bush. You can mail your presents. Like, I see that Amazon Prime has taken over Black Friday. Why not do that? Literally, why not do that? Why? I don't know. I just feel like that if I do remastered VHS reactions, it's just doing the same thing over and over again. And Clorox and Lysol, yes. If HBO Max revive Ozzy and Drix for a third season, so people will learn more about the body and staying healthy from germs and viruses. Literally. I'm going to make a letter to the news about this virus. You can go right ahead and do that. I don't know how they're gonna handle it. I'm not sure if and I'm not sure if most of my favorite businesses are gonna stay open, like thrift stores and swap meets and all that stuff. I'll probably have to check back in on a Sunday to see if it's gonna to see how it's gonna be. I also hate talking with gum in my mouth. R.I.P. Nick Jr.'s face. Yes. Oh, and also Karen's here. Karen probably has COVID right now because she's been coughing a lot. Not literally frequently, but once in a while she has. That's why I always remember to wear my mask. And stay social distancing. And get rid of the virus in this damn house. Especially around my area. Ugh, I sprayed too much. The face was kind of creepy. Why was it creepy though? To be honest, legitimate question. Mm. Oh my god, I sprayed too much. Ugh. Oh.
This year may look different, but the tradition of Playmate can continue with home delivery.
Is Karen still back in 26? Is Karen still there back in 2016? Yeah, but she wasn't really that much of a Karen. Usually she was just a how do I put this? A freak outer, I guess. I don't know if that word makes sense, but a freak outer? I don't know if that word makes sense. Was that funny when Goofy finds his son Max backstage? Yes, it was. This is real life. Osmosis Jones after Tom Cito and Pike Pike Cron film from Warner Brothers. Hell yeah, it was. Notification. Sorry, guys. Uh,
What's keeping you from a better Medicare Advantage experience? This is Fan Health Plan. We're here to make your life easier.
sorry, guys. I don't feel this energetic right now. I'm just worried about this new shutdown or something. I don't know why I just said that. But even though the shutdown's probably going to take place in like mid-December or something, it's not going to stop me from visiting my family members. As long as I wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart, and wash my hands frequently and use hand sanitizer every time when I go into thrift stores, major various retailers, and all that stuff, I'm still safe. I mean, I don't know if y'all know this, but probably I'm like the only. I feel like I'm the only person who has never had an experience or contracted the virus, literally. That makes me surprised as well, too. The Thrax virus number 2. What is your favorite Mickey Mouse character? That's a tough question. The icon himself, Mickey Mouse. Because even though Mickey Mouse, he does drugs. Oh my god. I can't with those Honda people, man. That Honda guy and his random act of helpfulness. All right. Looks like the virus is days away. 64 Gens, ask me which Osmosis Jones and Ozzy and Drix character I like, and the villains. Well, what do you like? I mean, your question was in the chat, and I just read it to you. Ugh. Holy crap. Ozzy and Drix, Thrask, Mayor Lee, Chief. Cool characters, man. Tom Klonick, did I say his name right? And Joe Krams, and Bruiser, and Biggie Smalls, and Handmouth Germ Hooky Stumps. I don't know who those people are. Are they characters or are they actors? That's my question to you. It feels so cold in here. I don't know why it's cold when. Might as well close the window and turn on the heater since it's so cold. I mean, I feel like it's cold. I'm not sure if it really is cold or whatnot. Those are part of Thrax's henchmen. Oh. But really? Biggie Smalls is part of Thrax's henchmen? Oh my god. I can't believe Biggie Smalls is part of Thrax's henchmen. Man, that's so funny. I mean, Biggie Smalls is a rapper, though. Woohoo! Turn this up so y'all can hear this.
One challenging element of this two-shot Pfizer vaccine is the fact that it needs to be stored in ultra-cold conditions. And tonight we're seeing what that looks like thanks to some Pfizer images that were sent to me today from Pfizer. So take a look. Here's a look at Pfizer's storage facility in Kalamazoo.
Pfizer stores.
Inside this massive warehouse, you will see rows and rows of temperature-controlled thermal shippers. Inside these freezers is Pfizer's vaccine that needs to be stored at minus 68 degrees Celsius. You might be able to see that posted on the doors right there. And that, by the way,
why does it need to be stored in such a cold temperature?
The company says.
That's what I don't get.
Suitcase-sized shipping container, you see that here, that can keep the doses cold, ultra cold, for up to 10 days. It is these smaller containers that will be loaded onto FedEx and UPS cargo planes and then sent.
My mom banned me from YouTube from YouTube until Friday. Oh, that sucks.
In Atlanta, where he was given a
wow.
progress report from Director Robert Redfield to reassure the public. Pence had this message.
I think every American would be comforted to know that CDC already has been in the business.
1991, Chuck E. Cheese's on Northland Drive opened with the very first two-stage. Cool.
The confidence that I've heard from people is we're building on a foundation that CDC is quite well versed in.
Pfizer goes before the Food and Drug Administration. That's next Thursday, December the 10th. The two-shot vaccine is expected to get approved and then shipped out over a 3-day period. Now, getting back to what Vice President Mike Pence just said about building confidence in the vaccine.
So, if you look at it by now, the vaccine will be getting an approval on December 10th. And the 3-day period, what the woman said, it should get here on the 13th. So, I'm happy for that. Yeah. Okay. Did I miss any comments? No. I did miss one. Scarlet Fever and Strip Finger and Nicotine from Ozzy and Drix series. Wow. The rest are probably just like weather things. But that's cool that the vaccine will probably get here on the 10th. Hopefully we don't get shut down by then, am I right? And the vaccine will be here on the 13th, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, there hasn't been precipitation in a while, though. I really want there to be. I really miss the snow. Spurs. You can bring back SpongeBob SquarePants. This is your channel. I'm not too sure about that, though, Sonny. Probably, I I mean, I could bring him back. I don't know how Davis Inman is gonna like it though. In fact, I haven't heard from Davis Inman in a while. It's been like what, 2 years ever since I heard from him? Vax is voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, the main villain in Osmosis Jones. Oh, I like Lawrence Fishburne. Whoa. Ooh. These wildfires, man. Well, at least some of them. Well, by the looks of it, I'm probably like in the Bay Area. And probably. I'm like. The Bay Area is probably like, the last one to get shut down, literally. I'm happy for that, too. What episode of Ozzy and Drake's did you like from Kids WB? I don't know. I haven't seen any episodes. What are you happy about? Well, I'm happy that the vaccine is probably gonna. But the news just confirmed that the vaccine will be reviewed on the 10th, and will get here on the 13th. They said it would take like a 3-day period. But that's pretty cool. She's wrapping a Captain America figure. I haven't for a talking Captain America figure from Age of Ultron, which I haven't seen in a while. I haven't been addicted to toys ever since then, because I'm mostly focused on Blu-rays and DVDs and such. Why do you have to do part 1 and 2 of The Grinch? Well, because while I was recording the video, I realized that the video got separated into 2, because originally I recorded for over 40 minutes, and that's a new record, by the way. But before I can look to upload the video gets separated into 2 parts. So I uploaded that. No, actually no. I brought the video into Sony Vegas and rendered it to a WMV format. Then I uploaded it and realized it was going to take forever to upload because it was over 40 minutes. So I decided to cut everything up into three bits, each lasting approximately 15 minutes, literally. The second part was almost 15, and the last part was about 10. So yeah, I had to split them up into 3 parts because I was uploading them from my phone. Oh, that makes me hungry. Tamale season, guys. Tamale season is here. I'm not actually into that stuff. I'm just pointing that out right now. Yeah, that's what I meant, ladies and gentlemen. Even though we're away from our loved ones, it doesn't mean you don't have to stop giving. Okay, Ozzy and Drake's was a forgotten kids show, first forgotten Kids WB spin-off show from an actual movie which ran 2 seasons. It was created by the Farley brothers. It was canceled back in 2004. Wow. Ozzy and Drake's was a great show on Kids WB. I got the complete series on DVD. Wow. True. To me, my tablet said it's Saturday. You mean your tablet says it's Saturday? Well, for my phone, it says it's Friday. So likely chances you're probably a day ahead than me. Oh, that actually reminds me. Did y'all see? I don't know if you all saw that, but did y'all seen Joe Biden, President-elect Joe Biden's point about wearing a mask? He said to wear a mask for 100 days to slow the spread, literally. And I'm gonna do the part. I'm really gonna do the part, to be honest. My favorite episode from Ozzy and Drix was episode 1, Home with Hector, where they were sucked out of Bill Murray's body by a mosquito and transferred to Hector, which they faced off Scarlet Fever, voiced by Tim Curry. Ooh. Tim Curry was also in It, by the way. Yeah, COVID relief bill is coming, guys. Ugh. Yeah, that's actually gonna premiere at 10:30, discussing the COVID vaccine and who's gonna get it first. So at 10:30, whatever country you live in, that's gonna premiere. Likely chances you might be asleep during that time. Home with Hector was a pilot episode of Ozzy and Drix. Was a pilot of Ozzy and Drix. Was their first episode to have footage from the movie, but no Thrax in the flashback. But why are you going to open up a football stadium in a pandemic? That's my question. Oh. Mark Marinovich has died at the age of 81. He was the captain of USC's 1962 national championship team, but became best known for how he raised and rigorously trained his son, Todd Marinovich. Sports Illustrated called him America's first test tube athlete. Todd would be a first-round pick out of USC by the Raiders, but his career was cut short because of addiction issues. Mark Marinovich died of natural causes. Boxing action, baby. This Saturday in Dallas, Errol Spence Jr. takes on Danny Garcia. 2 titles on the line. One of the biggest cards of the year. Also on that card is Riverside's own Josecito Lopez. The Riverside Rocky takes on Francisco Santana at Cowboy Stadium. I talked to him this week. And from you, we of course expect lots of action. Esa sangre latina, proud Mexican American. We fight with such a fun style the fans like. Tell people why they gotta watch Josecito inside the ring this Saturday. Well, if you've seen any of my fights, you know that they're always actually impressive. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. There's really nothing going on right now. But just remember, if the shutdown takes place, there will not be a live stream. I hated Harry Potter because the movies take too long and it's boring. Well, no offense, but I hate Peter Pan, Harry Potter, too. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end it right here, and hopefully you all will stay safe from this global crisis, and literally. Also, don't forget, I said this already, but I'm going to say it again. If the shutdowns take place, there will not be a live stream for 3 weeks. Trust me. There may be a live stream. I'm just not too sure how it's going to work out for me, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how it's going to work out for me, in fact. So, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Anyways, hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that will be.